Hi, how are you? I hope you are doing okay. In today's video, we'll review the for loop. This one is very useful when you want to repeat something a number of times. You only need to know where to start and where to end. To do that, let me try a little code very easy where I want to see the numbers from 1 to 5. And to do that, let's write down for I in range, and I'm going to use the parentheses to indicate the first number, that is going to be 1, and after that I'm going to write down the number 6. It's going to end a number before the number you put here, so you have to keep that in mind. After that, I'm going to write down print I, and let's execute this code. So I have the results 1, 2, 5. Very nice. Maybe you don't want to advance one by one. Maybe you have to count 2 by 2. And to do that, let's start with another code. So for I in range, and I'm going to start with 0. After that, I need to see the number 10, so I'm going to add another number, 11. And after that, I need to declare the step size. This is the third parameter in the for loop. So let's say I want to advance 2 by 2. And I'm going to print I, execute this code, and let's see the result. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Very nice. But what about making it easier? If you want to have printed the numbers 0 to 5, you only need to do this line that I'm going to write down. For I in range, and I'm going to have the number 6 here because I want to see 0 to 5 printed. And let's put print I, execute this code, and you'll see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The only thing that you have to keep in mind in this case is you are not indicating the number where to start. So Python is going to start from 0, and it's going to end a number before the number here is indicated. That's all. Okay, let's try another thing that can be very useful if you want to see the numbers in a more natural way. Let's say that for I in range, I'm going to see the numbers printed 1 through 10. So I'm going to start here from 0 to 10, and after that I'm going to use the variable I to increase its value by 1. So you can have two options here. One option to make this increasing the value, it's writing down in this way, I equals I plus 1. But maybe if you already seen some Python information on the internet or maybe another videos, maybe you can see this notation as well, I plus equal 1. Those two lines make the same, and you can use either this one, the number 2, or the 3, and you are going to get the same result. I'm going to use the second one, and let's print I. Since I'm increasing the value by 1, I'm going to start here in the number 1. I'm going to see the result as number 1, and instead ending the loop in the number 9, I'm going to see here the number 10. Let's see. And here's the result, 1 through 10. Very good. Okay, but what about counting backwards? This one is also very nice, very easy, very straightforward. So to do that, let's write down for I in range, and I'm going to use as first parameter the number 6, And no, sorry, I'm going to use the number 5 because it's going to appear as 5, 4, and so on. And I'm going to end in number 1, so I'm going to write down here number 0 to indicate that you are going backwards. Let's put the number -1 here, the colon, and let's print the results. Execute the code, and you already have here 5 through 1. Very easy. But another cool thing that you can do with a for loop is iterating over a word, of course. I'm going to declare, not declaring, because in Python you don't need to declare anything, but I'm going to write down a variable called word. And the word is going to be a string that says Python. After that, I'm going to write down the for loop, and let's say for letter in word. This is pretty straightforward also. Letter, it's every character of the word string, and the word is Python completely. And the for loop, the thing that it's going to do, it's to write down Ython. So let's use print letter and execute the code. Very nice. So you already have every letter of the word. Pretty easy. Okay, what about using if statements in for loops? Also, no problem here. I'm going to write down a little code that prints either the number is odd or the number is even. And to do that, for in range, I got a little mistake here. And after that, I'm going to use 0 to, let's say, 11, the colon, and the if statement. If I'm going to check if I can be divided by 2, and if you have the result, we don't need the exact result, we only need to know that the remainder is 0, so it's an integer, not only an integer number, but it can be divided by 2. Okay, so if when you are using the percent symbol here, Python performs the operation to see if the remainder is, when you divide by 2, the remainder is equal to 0. This is the translation of the line number 2. So you have a number that is even. And you also can write down here even something, maybe even Steven. And let's write down the number that you are, or that you are in this moment, in this lap of the loop. That's why I'm using I. And after that, I'm going to use else, and let's print if the number is not even, then it's odd, colon, space, and after that, I. Okay, let's execute this code. And I already have the results. Let's check. 0 is even Steven. Odd is 1. Even Steven. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Very good. But what about if you don't want to enter in a controversy that 0 is not even? Maybe something similar to that. Don't worry. Let's start this one in 1, and nobody is going to be telling you that maybe 0 isn't even or is odd and that all kind of stuff. So if I start in 1, okay, let's start in odd, then even, odd, even, and so on until you reach 10. Okay, that's all for today's video. If you find it useful, please consider to give a like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next time. Bye.